Acaba de terminar el show de The Cure en el escenario principal del Paleo. Estamos ahora en el backstage esperando una nota, nada más ni nada menos, con Robert Smith de The Cure. Vamos a preguntarle sobre el regreso de su tecladista, sobre su experiencia en los festivales y sobre todo si tiene planeado girar por Latinoamérica.
We are, yeah. And what's the point of me saying this? Everyone goes,
We are waiting.
We're supposed to go there in just after Easter next year, and we're going to play in like not every country in South America. We're not playing in Ecuador because people don't play in Ecuador. But we're playing in Brazil, Uruguay, Argentina, Chile, Peru, Chile, Venezuela. It's allowed us to play a lot more songs, essentially. It's lovely having Roger back. He's a great character in the band. He's kind of awkward. This is his third time in the band. He would probably say it's because I'm awkward, but when we did the tour in 2007, 2008 and 2009, that there was just the four of us with Paul. I wasn't really making a point as much as I liked the idea of being able to play the songs as a four-piece with a guitar. It's like, I suppose I don't have the same concept of the group as being some kind of career. If I'm being really honest, I think the five-piece lineup we've got on like tonight is probably the best lineup we've had for a long, long time. I feel able to I can suggest a song that we could play in 2 days' time. We could probably play it, and for me, having that level of musicianship, which I never thought I'd appreciate, but I do when it comes in tandem with someone who really genuinely loves what we do. It's a bonus. Roger's always been the only keyboard player for The Cure because he's a fantastic keyboard player and understands what we do. Sometimes we don't get on and he leaves, But when he leaves, I don't feel like I'm going to curl up and die. I just keep going. That we've played this. I'm pretty sure we haven't played the same set list in the last show we're on. We're about maybe 16 shows in, I think. I always try and put something different in. There are two basic set lists. One starts with open and ends with end, and one starts with plain song and ends with disintegration. Within that format, we always play 100 Years, we always play Wrong Number, we always play Just Like Heaven. There are certain songs that we always play Love Song. There are something because I know that if I was attending a Cure concert for the first time and I was young, I would want to hear those songs. It's not actually for an older Cure audience. I'm thinking if I'm young and I want to go and see David Bowie, I want to hear the key songs. If he plays other stuff, it's fucking great. So the other songs need to be really good. So when we play the weird songs to a mainstream audience, they have to be really good. Tonight was different. Tonight was an exception because I talked to Simon yesterday and I felt that tonight needed to be just totally different. So we put in songs that we would never play. I think it's a misconception that people grow up and grow away from who they were. I've always been of a mind that people are able to change. I think it would be an intolerable world if you believed that people couldn't change. If you're stuck with it'd be dreadful. You'd look in the mirror and think, that's me for the rest of my life. But there are parts of you, parts of your personality, and particularly emotionally, that unless you want to discard them, they're always part of you. It's like the small voice in my head that that says to me like, don't fuck this up. If I was critical of myself with regards to the group, I would say in the 90s I dragged us down and was indecisive. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I didn't have a vision in the way that I did for the first 15, 17 years of the band. I knew exactly, I would wake up and know exactly what we were going to do. But at the same time, there's a part of me that thinks, well, the reason why I did that was because I wanted to enjoy the experience of being the group, and we had a fucking great couple of years making an album called Wild Mood Swings in the middle of the 1990s. But it could have been a great album with maybe like 4 fewer songs, and if it had been brought out a year earlier, we could have been really, we were on the back of Wish. We could have but at the time I took a lot of drugs. Simply that, I loved the people around me, and we had like 20 or 30 people in a big house making an album. It was everything in a way that you hated when you were a punk, but at the same time you're thinking, well, if we end up with this with a really great album, it doesn't really matter, because this is, we had the record company, that's when we fell out with everyone really. They were saying, why is it taking so long? And I think, well, because I'm going for a walk today. So you kind of turn into the very people perhaps that you despise, but not. The crucial part being that there was no goal for me. This wasn't like a let's get our heads together in the country and make a great album. It's a concept album. For me, it was like I wake up in the morning and Jason would say, should we go for a walk? And like we've just been taking E for 24 hours, and you think, well, yeah, all right. And we go for a walk, and that's another day lost. And the people would be sitting there, like, why are they not recording any songs? And it could go on for weeks, but I thought, but this is my life. I won't get this back. Kind of torn. It's like the death of the novel, but with the 16-page précis. Do you really need to read the whole of the book if you can get the idea of it? It's like I don't know.
You're
I think
talking singles, right?
Yeah, I think culturally you're kind of stuck in. I think inevitably stuck into what you grew up with, even if you discard it and try to become a new man or a new woman and say that. Yeah, we should do a song at a time. It's just something you grow up with. I don't know. I mean, like an hour of listening to music. When I'm outside, I still listen to an album. If I'm with people and I'm drinking, I put on an album. I want to listen to the album to the end because I think it's like that's it. It's like, do we want to become like a playlist band? That's not derogatory. It's like I think there's something to be said for perhaps like releasing a song or a couple of songs at a time. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just like the old days used to be like singles or EPs. As you said, it's like there's nothing really new about it. A collection of singles, it's like the Rolling Stones. You get the singles and then you buy the album, or you don't. You've got the singles. It's like ultimately it's about the songs, what they mean. I mean, one great song is worth an album's worth of nothing. So it's still my dream to create the perfect Cure album. I still feel I want to do it. So it's but I realise that I am struggling with the future. I don't have a smartphone. I don't have an iPad. I don't even have a fucking computer with me on this trip. On any of the trips this summer, I refuse to take a laptop. There's too many people I know in real life to keep track of. I've got like 20 7 nephews and nieces and all the rest of the family that goes with it. The way that I maintain contact with the people that like The Cure is through singing. It's not through tweeting. I mean, there's still vestiges of punk, you know, there's still really good things that punk engendered that are still there. But it's so long ago, you know, it's almost been like worn away by the modern business model of how music should work. But at this time around, there's nothing. No, absolutely nothing. But it's not up to me. Fucking hell, I'm 53. I'm not going to go out and like, you know, the Queen should die. Of course, the fucking Queen should die. They should all, well, they should all live long lives, but they shouldn't really be a royal family. There's, you know, it's absurd, the whole thing. I still don't feel comfortable. I was brought up to feel, like, by my mum and dad, that people are essentially all the same. They weren't communists, but they were socialists. And I was brought up with that idea to believe that there should be a safety net. There should be a world whereby no one drops below certain, but you don't hold people back. You know, it's a blurry world though, because the world has become so fucking corrupt in my lifetime that it's impossible anymore to have an argument or a discussion about anything political, because it doesn't mean anything. It's like everyone's got such a low price to be bought at. I can't believe that people sell themselves for such fucking small amounts. It's astonishing. When I grew up, I thought, well, if someone offered you like £100 million, maybe you'd kill someone. You know, it's like, oh, that's the price for human life. You know, it's that kind of like, you know, you're laying in bed thinking, But now it's like you'd sell out the whole fucking country for like 50p, it seems to me. It's just junk.